Morning, everyone. I am live. I'm live on Instagram. I'm finally learning how to be live on Instagram. I'm trying to get live on Facebook, and I am uploading a video for my YouTube channel as well. I have a motivational message for you guys this morning. I decided to be creative with my messages because some of the outreach centers in my neighborhood, one of my favorite outreach centers is closing down, and I had to slow down because COVID had gotten so bad there. I felt like I just been like sleeping under a rock because I didn't even realize that COVID had gotten so bad. And so last week's my motivational speech is actually in-person speeches that I prepare. And I go before these guys. I love them so much. Some of my favorite people in the world. And I prepare motivational speeches, and I do them a few times a week. So today is actually one of my days that I am scheduled to do a motivational speech. And wait a minute, y'all. I'm trying to get live on Facebook. I don't know why it's not letting me. Let me see. Okay. I'm on 3 different devices, so please excuse me. But today I just want to get straight to the point. It's early, and I know it's early, and I do want to try to get in the habit of, wait a minute. Sorry guys. Hi Facebook. I'm already live on Instagram, and I got my YouTube channel going here as well. But today I just want to come to you guys with a motivational message. I was talking with this gentleman yesterday, and we were talking about, why I'm not in a relationship or whatever, which whatever. I'm not even going to get too much into that. And I did say that I had to learn how to love myself. I still in the process of learning how to love myself. It is one of the best things that I have ever done for myself. I believe that everything that I had to go through was in preparation for me to get to where I am today. And although I was going to come to you guys with a different motivational message today, I was going to talk about purpose or willpower. I have so many messages prepared. I put a lot into preparing these messages for you all. But today I just want to talk about self-care. So this is a message that I did already have prepared, and I'm going to be quick because I don't have a whole lot of time. So I'm just going to try to go through it as much as possible. I know it's much different from me. From me doing my in-person speeches, because I get a lot of feedback from my audiences and everything like that. So I hope everyone can hear me clear. So today I'm going to talk about self-care this morning. Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone woke up to on a blessed side of the bed. Y'all, I hope y'all feeling good. And it's so important that that you start your morning off on a positive note, because that first part of your morning, whatever you embed in your brain and the first part of the morning, is going to be the energy that powers your entire day. So I cannot stress that enough. Don't jump up in the morning and start checking emails or checking text messages or replaying the tape that you had an argument with whoever you had an argument with yesterday, or whatever went wrong at your job yesterday, or whatever. The first at least 20 minutes to a half an hour in your morning, I do it every single day. I have been making a habit of doing this for quite some time. I pray and I meditate, and I just keep it going on for like the first few hours of my day. I love motivational speaking. I aspire to be an amazing motivational speaker one day. I believe that I am a great motivational speaker already, and I am well on my way. But I think it's good for me to come to you guys first thing in the morning with a motivational message, because it will be the energy that powers your day if you take your time out to listen to something like this. And I'm telling you, because this is something that I do on the regular basis. I power my day with positive energy on the regular basis, and it works. I'm telling you, it works. Take some time out to count your blessings and be grateful for the things that God have done for you. At least thank him for waking you up in the morning. I mean, it's so many people that laid down last night that did not wake up this morning. So I tell people all the time, gratefulness and blessings go hand in hand. When you take time out to be grateful for the things that you have, God opens up more blessings for you when you take time out to be grateful. And then just close your mind. Don't think about nothing. Just take a moment to embrace just a brand new day, like just soak in some goodness. I'm telling you, it works. You can make your day, you can make your life whatever you want it to be. It don't have to be what other people said it has to be, with what your boss says or whatever. You can do everything with a pure heart, a grateful heart, and a smile. God will give you the grace to get through whatever that you need to get through, and you will be well on your way to the life that you want to live. And it all starts with a positive mental attitude and a grateful heart. So those things are so important. But anyway, let me keep going. Self-care. The purpose of self-care is to establish better health for ourselves. I don't try to talk to people like they stupid. I know we all grown here, but I try to break things down even for my own for my own purpose, because so I can understand more. So to establish better health for yourselves, what does self-care mean to you? And that's just something that you can think about for yourself. I had to keep in mind that I am not doing an in-person motivational speech. Just ponder to yourself, what does self-care mean to you? And I'm going to quickly run through these things. So take notes if you want to take notes, but I had to move on with my day. I don't have a whole lot of time, but the way that I'm about to break down self-care to you guys is not going to sound like what you think it sound like. It's not just for females, who like to primp and pamper themselves and all of that kind of stuff. The majority of people that I get through to are males, are men. They talk to me, and I don't know why. One of my mentors told me it's because females just hard-headed. They don't like to listen. But I'm going to break down some self-care to you guys. So here we go. True self-care is doing something every day that you enjoy. True self-care is doing something every single day that you enjoy. The meaning of self-care: the practice of taking action to preserve or improve one's own health. Main focus: to improve mental health and physical health. So I wrote down some tips to self-care: to establish a routine, pick up healthy habits, walk, read, drink more water. All of these things play a major part in your own self-care. Create a healthy and clean environment for yourself. I heard someone once say, I think it was a pastor or a preacher, say, but it stuck to me. I mean, certain things that I hear over the years, like they just stick to me like glue. It had to be some years since I heard someone say this, but they said the atmosphere that you create for yourself here on earth is going to be your eternity. So, I mean, like that, like you don't even have to say that to me too many times. Like, what kind of atmosphere do you have for yourself right now? Because that is what your eternity is going to look like. That's something to think about. But creating a healthy environment for yourself, I don't care who you are, where you live, what part of the world that you are from, you can make it as pleasant and as clean or whatever else else that you possibly want it to be. If you have a one-room shack, make it the best that you could possibly make it, because number one, you don't have, that does not have to be your final destination. Doesn't matter if you're living in a third world country. I don't care where you live at. That does not have to be your final destination. You can create the atmosphere that you want around you and in your mind, and you never know what God might do to bring you out of that situation. So creating a healthy and clean atmosphere for yourself is very important in self-care. So be mindful of your atmosphere, what it looks like, what it feels like, what it smells like. I know we all know that person who just does not know how to keep a clean atmosphere for themselves. One of my biggest pet peeves is clutter. I don't like stuff. I just don't like a whole lot of stuff. I was in the cleaning industry for a long time. I am that person that will get a industrial size trash bag and start throwing stuff in the trash in a minute. I like my house looking beautiful, nice, clean. You know, I'll put a little flower vase here, or you know, a picture on a wall there or something like that. But just stuff like 10 flower vases and pictures and fixtures and all of that kind of stuff just everywhere. I mean, it just does something to me mentally. I feel like I can't get out. So, like, that's just me personally. I cannot stand like a whole ton of stuff, but I love allowing myself to have a healthy environment just for myself. I mean, I know I get on these kids' nerves constantly because I cannot stand no nasty house. I like my house looking beautiful. I like it smelling nice. I like it being clean. That is just the environment that I create for myself here in the natural. And if it is any truth that the environment that you create for yourself here in the natural is what your eternity is going to look like, oh, mine's going to be nice. So I can't speak for anybody else, but mine is going to be nice. So create a healthy atmosphere for yourself. I wrote down some questions about self-care. I do ask my audience questions when I'm doing in-person motivational speeches, but I don't ask them to answer me. These questions are just for you to ponder in your own mind. Ask yourself these questions. First question. What needs to be fixed? What needs to be fixed in your life? What do you need to fix? What are the things that you need to focus on and that you need to fix? I'm going to breeze through these questions. I only have 5 of them, but I talk too much and I got somewhere to go. So I'm going to keep going. What am I holding on to that I need to let go? We are talking about self-care this morning. I know it don't sound like what you probably think it should sound like, but what am I holding on to? First question is what needs to be fixed. Second question is what am I holding on to that I need to let go? Third question is, what are my main distractions? What is distracting me? Because focus is everything. Sometimes I get focused too easily. One of my main focuses is checking emails. I'm on the phone. I'm supposed to be doing something else. I'm supposed to be making a phone call or texting one of my kids or, pick up the phone and pay a bill. I don't know anything. And I just find myself checking emails. Then I find the email that need to be tended to, immediately or whatever. So now I'm taking care of that, and then I am totally distracted from what I originally picked up my phone for. So what are your main distractions? I had to stop allowing myself to be distracted by emails all the time, because emails can be a main distraction for me. So what are your main distractions? Think about these things. Ask yourself these questions. What is no longer serving you? What are you holding on to? We are talking about self-care because we don't have as much time as we think we have. I think we got more time on this earth than what we think we have. I have lost so many loved ones from the end of 2021 all the way through 2022, all the way to the end. I'm talking about friends, I'm talking about loved ones, everything from mental health, from being neglectful. First, mainly it's your mental health. I am so huge on mental health. If you don't take care of yourself mentally, how can you take care of anything else? You have to be able to take care of yourself mentally, and then everything else will begin to fall into alignment. So, what is no longer serving me? Think about it. Whatever is no longer serving you, you need to let it go and make room for something else. I'm telling you, don't take the time that you have right now for granted. Don't take these moments. Opportunities come and go. I'm trying to convince my soon to be 21-year-old, he'll be 22 years old, and he's at the point where he wants to get out, get on his own, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, wow, you are in a position to let me help you. Let me help you. I encourage my kids to do stuff like pull up your credit score, buy a piece of property. You don't have to go out here and rent no house or all that kind of stuff. While you have the opportunity, I'm not telling him what to do. I don't know what it's going to look like or how he's going to do it. All I know is I am in a position to help him, and I'm trying to convince him to take this opportunity to allow me to help you, because once you get out there on your own, it's going to be much different for you. So opportunity does not last always. So whatever, I'm saying all of this just to say, whatever is no longer serving you, let it go. We are talking about self-care. I was thinking about something the other day. I was so proud of myself because I have been cleaning out closets, everything from my downstairs closet, from stuff that people gave me, or the kids just throwing stuff in the closet, or my nieces might come over and leave stuff, flip-flop shoes, all this kind of stuff. And I just been gutting out my closets, donating old clothes and everything like that. And when I get rid of things physically, God always replace it with something else, either something brand new that I would rather much more have, instead of allowing things to be cluttered up inside of my closets. If it's not serving me, I have learned how to let it go. As human beings, sometimes we can hold on to things with an emotional attachment. Something my mom gave me this picture that she got where her and her husband, God rest them both, my stepdad had bought her this beautiful picture, and they got it when they was married, and she passed it on to me when I got married. But it was just not something that I could hold on to when I moved here to Delaware. But my mom made this plaque, and she was going to like this senior center when she got up in age, and they was doing all kind of crafty stuff. So she made a plaque, and she made little angels on it with angel wings, and she put each and every last one of my kids' initials on it, from Jeremy all the way down to Sean Jr. And I still have the plaque because that's very sentimental to me. And I don't know why she put no angels with my kids' initials on it, but anyway, you couldn't tell that woman that her grandkids wasn't no angels, but that's besides the point. But things like that, I'm going to always hold on to that, and I'm going to keep it safe. I done moved 2 or 3 times, and of course I'm going to keep that plaque that my mom made with her grandkids' initials on it. But things like that picture that she gave me, it didn't fit with none of my furniture in my house. It wasn't even all that nice looking. I mean, it was good for them at the time, but times change and all that kind of stuff. But I just don't have, if I don't have room for it, or if it is not serving me. Yes, my mom gave it to me, but it couldn't come with me. I just didn't have room for it. So whatever is not serving you, I just give that one situation for example, because if it is not serving you, then you have to let it go. I'm gonna give y'all one more for instance, and then I'm gonna hurry up. When I was in a very dark place in my life, I was getting a Social Security check. And they diagnosed me with post-traumatic stress disorder. I am walking into my 10th year of sobriety. Woo woo! But they was giving me a social security check, and after a while, I became clean. I decided to give my life to the Lord, and they called me down to the social security office, and they was like, Miss Bay, and why we giving you this check? And I was like, you know what? You right. I don't need that check. And just by me letting that check go, I would rather have my sobriety and my sanity than to hold on to a social security check. People like, why you ain't fight for your check? And they just wanted your bank statements and all that kind of stuff because I don't need it. Me holding on to that same social security money that they diagnosed me with post-traumatic stress disorder, that was the same money I was getting high with. I didn't need it. I don't have post-traumatic stress disorder. I just don't. And I'm saying this because we can get in the habit of holding on to things in the physical. If I was still getting that social security check, I'd probably be doing something with it I ain't got no business doing. And it would just have a mental attachment to me, or even holding on to a diagnosis. I don't have post-traumatic stress disorder. I decided to release all of that and take on something like this. Say if I was still getting a social security check, I wouldn't be able to sit here and talk to y'all today because I would be holding on to a diagnosis that no longer serves me. So goodbye to the social security check and hello to a brand new life that God really has for me. So I talk way too much and I don't have a whole lot of time, but whatever is no longer serving you, let it go. We are talking about self-care this morning. What is no longer serving you? My fifth question is, what do I have to do better? What do I have to do to get better? What do you have to do to get better? You don't have to go knock on your neighbor door. You ain't got to call your mama. Listen, think about these things for yourself. What must you do for yourself to get better? Your life is in your hands. What do you have to do personally to get better? Life is a personal experience. It's not for anybody else. Your life is for you. We are talking about self-care. What do you have to do to get better? Clear your mind, relax, pray, and gain peace. These are all a part of self-care. I wrote one fact. I love looking up facts and all that kind of stuff when I'm doing these types of things. Engaging in a self-care routine has been clinically proven to reduce stress, eliminate anxiety and depression, improve your concentration. You'll be able to focus better, focus more, minimize frustration, anger, increase happiness, and improve energy. These are all scientifically proven facts. Anytime I come before people, I come before them with facts. I am the look up queen. I search up every single thing. It is okay to ask for help. Oftentimes, we do not like to ask for help. We get too high up on ourselves that we think we can handle everything. If you see somebody who thinks they have a pretty much good hold on taking care of themselves mentally, physically, financially, I don't have no problem with telling somebody, listen, I admire you. I look up to you. I will ask you, can you be my mentor or something like that? Ask for help. It does not make you any less of a person if you ask somebody that can help you to help you. This is self-care when you learn how to ask for help. The most effective way to improve your health is to practice self-care at least 30 minutes a day. That is one of the most effective ways to improve your health, is to practice self-care at least 30 minutes a day. Do something. Don't not do nothing for your health. My main focus is when I come before you guys. Of course, I have my YouTube channel. I upload videos quite often. I do in-person motivational speeches. I talk about mental, physical, spiritual, financial, and emotional health. Those 5 key factors are so important to me, and me personally take time out of my day every single day to focus on my mental health, my physical health, my emotional health. Get yourself together. Take a deep breath. Get yourself in check. My emotional, my financial health. Yes, we're going to talk about money. What you want your finances to look like. I do something every single day that's going to add on to the financial security of myself and my children every single day. Spiritually, I pray. I spend time with God. I fast a lot. I do a lot of fasting where times where I just don't eat at all because it brings me closer to God. Yes, I do be hungry sometimes, but the more you fast, the easier it gets. I know a lot of Christians are doing a Daniel fast right now. Big ups to y'all. It is amazing to fast. A lot of people say, well, I have health problems and this and that, and I'm not even going to get into it. I just wrote a book on health and wellness, and it will break down what fasting does for you, not only physically, but spiritually. And this is one way that I take care of myself spiritually is when I fast. It humbles me. It brings me closer to God. I pray. I fast at least 3 times a week, if not more. And it ain't no because I want to lose weight. First of all, when you gorge yourself with a whole bunch of food that you are not supposed to be eating, it overworks your organs, it overworks your heart. I know I could be I can just flat out eat too much. I gotta eat, I gotta have a meal, then I gotta have a snack after I eat and all that kind of stuff. It takes a toll on your body. Fasting is good for you mentally, spiritually, and physically. So unless your doctor says not to, I recommend fasting for anyone, even if you just skip the first few meals a day, drink plenty of water, pray when it's time to eat. That time that you're supposed to be eating or when you get hungry, start praying. And before you know it, number 1, you're going to be closer to God. Number 2, you ain't even going to be hungry no more. Pray and drink some water. So that is something that I do for myself quite often spiritually, a few times a week. But I focus on my spiritual health every single day, all 5 of those things. And it might sound like a whole load, but it is not. When you take care of yourself mentally, physically, financially, spiritually, it is never, emotionally, it's never a waste of time. When you do anything to take care of yourself, as far as your health is concerned, as far as your well-being is concerned, you only have one experience on this earth in your physical flesh. Once this experience is no more, this is a one-shot deal. So let me just say it like that. I think we think that we got another life or we got more time than what we actually have. And in all reality, you don't. You don't. So take this time out and do as much as you can for yourself. So studies show that 1 out of every 3 Americans feel bad about taking time out for themselves. It's nothing wrong with taking time out for yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, who's going to take care of you? Who's going to do it? Sometimes I got to stop, drop, and everything has to go just so I can focus on me. I go out to the lake. One of my favorite places in the world is Silver Lake Park right here in Dover, Delaware. It clears my mind. I love being out in nature. I love being out there. If I'm the crazy bird lady, I will go buy crackers and loaves of bread and I will feed the ducks right out of my hand. People be out there recording me, taking pictures of me. I don't care. It brings me closer to nature. It takes my mind off of the everyday hustle and bustle of life, and it is good for me mentally to just take some time out to be in nature. I do that quite often, and I don't feel bad about it. My kids call me, oh, I gotta be picked up from such and such. Either you gonna wait or you gonna walk, because I'm going to sit here for at least 20 minutes. Oh, my bad. I forgot you had practice today or whatever. And we don't even live that far from their school. I don't like, we got a lot of highway around here, so I don't like them walking. But my other daughter who has a car, her school is like, her job is like 5 minutes from their school. But my point is, I don't let nothing or nobody come in between me and my me time. If I'm praying, if I'm meditating, I don't get out my bed until I got my mind right. It's that deep. I'm telling you. And a lot of people don't think it is. And I have seen more people struggle mentally this past year. I'm telling you, it will take you to your grave. I'm telling you, because once the enemy knows that he has a control over you mentally, the rest of you is history. You cannot carry a healthy relationship. Your finances, your family, everything will be out of whack and all out of order because we don't take time out to do the things that we need to do for ourselves on the regular basis. I wrote down 7 pillars of mental health. These are things, I got a little bit ahead of myself, but these are things I already mentioned to you guys. Mental, emotional, physical, environmental. What does your surroundings look like? Spiritual, recreational. What you doing and who you doing it with? Recreational and social. Who you talking to and what y'all talking about. This is all going to affect you. This is going to all affect what your later on is going to look like, what you going to think about, how much you enjoy your meal, how much you enjoy your movie. If you know you sitting around and you gossiping and you talking about people and you backstabbing people and all that kind of stuff, you ain't going to be able to take no good nap or none of that. What you doing or who you doing it with. I am mindful of all that kind of stuff. I be like, okay, you know what? I don't want to have this conversation. We ain't going to talk about that. Either we going to change the conversation or I'm not going to talk to you at all. I do so much for myself and my self-care on the regular basis. It is people that I don't talk to at all and don't intend on ever talking to them ever again because I know how it affects me mentally. I ain't there yet. I mean, if God want me to talk to certain people, further along in the future or wherever, but right now, I have to focus on my mental health. And that means anybody can go. Sorry, not sorry. And that's just how it is. I have to put me first. If I know that you had a damaging effect on me in any kind of way, in my past, and I am in the process of healing, I have no room for you. And then that just goes for anybody. So it's just things that you need to think about. Looking out after your own well-being is your birthright. It is your birthright. This is for the people who feel bad about taking a 30-minute or hour, a hot bath, or just going somewhere and take a deep breath, or going for a walk, or doing something for yourself, or whatever. It is your birthright. You were born with the right of looking after your own well-being. I'm going to give y'all one more last thing and I'm going to get on up out of here. You cannot take care of anyone else if you don't take proper care of yourself. And that is period, point blank. So today I want y'all to say this to yourself. And I'm going to leave y'all with this. This is not even a message that I wanted to come across today, but someone asked me to teach them how to love themselves. And love is an action word. So I don't even know if I can teach anyone how to love themselves, but I can show you because I do it every single day. And if you want to learn how to love yourself now more than you have been in the past, you have to start off by doing more for yourself. I'm not talking about going to buy a Gucci bag or going to the nail salon and all of that kind of stuff. I'm talking about the stuff that money can't buy. It will last longer. It is more plentiful, it is more valuable, and it will last longer. Take care of yourself from the inside out. So I want you to take this with you, keep it in your pocket for the rest of the day. Say it to yourself, write it down, take a picture, I don't care what you do with it. Say to yourself, today, I put me first. Boom. Period. I don't even care if you don't do it tomorrow. Try doing it today. Say to yourself, today, I put me first. Try doing that and see how far that will take you. I love y'all. I gotta go. I had to start doing my messages online now. I appreciate everyone. Good morning who has stopped in and viewed my messages. God bless you all. Y'all have a very blessed and productive day. In the meantime, y'all look out for some more motivational messages from me. I had to learn how to start being creative and doing them in a different way, just because I can't go to the outreach centers as much as I have been doing in the past. But either way, somebody gonna get this message. So y'all get over this hump day and have a blessed day.